Time to sit down at the mahjong table and learn about this Chinese game that's enjoying a second life. Hi there, everyone. It's Jeff, and this is Plain English, episode number 855. Here at Plain English, we help you upgrade your English with real-world stories about current events and trending topics. This is a great way to learn about the world and also learn some new words in English. Mahjong is a popular table game. It's similar to a card game, but it's played with tiles. And instead of suits and numbers, kings and queens, jacks and jokers, it has different illustrations and drawings. Mahjong started in China, grew in popularity around the world, and then went out of fashion. But now it's back, and on today's episode, you'll learn about mahjong and the different ways to play it. This is episode 855, so that means JR has uploaded the full episode to plainenglish.com/855. Before we start today's story, I'd just like to remind you that the podcast is just one part of how we can help you upgrade your English skills. At plainenglish.com, you can make faster progress with active learning strategies. You can take quizzes, do activities, listen to the fast version of the audio, watch video workshops, practice what you learn, and even join a live call with JR and me. It's all about helping you build your skills to become a better, more confident English speaker. Sound good? Go to plainenglish.com to start your free 14-day trial today. Now, let's jump into today's story. If you walk by certain clubs in big cities, you might not hear the clink of glasses or sports fans giving high fives. You might instead hear the clacking of tiles. And in April, if you walk through suburban neighborhoods, you might see people rushing to their mailboxes and opening a special card. And if you're riding the subway or the bus, you may see your seatmate playing a game with Asian characters. In homes, at special clubs, and on screens, the Chinese game of mahjong is enjoying a resurgence. The tile-based game was invented in the mid-1800s in Shanghai, where it was popular in gambling dens and tea houses. An American businessman brought it to America in the 1920s. The first mahjong sets in America were sold at Abercrombie & Fitch, then a shop selling outdoor and sporting equipment. Mahjong is like a card game, only it's played with plastic tiles. 4 people sit around a table and take turns drawing and discarding tiles. The objective is to assemble a winning set of tiles before anyone else. A mahjong set has 144 tiles. Most tiles are number types, decorated with dots, bamboo sticks, and Chinese characters, each one numbered 1 through 9. These are like the suits in playing cards. There are also special tiles with drawings of dragons and cardinal directions. Players take turns drawing a tile from the wall, like the deck in a card game. By drawing new tiles in and discarding the ones they don't need, players try to form a hand that fits a winning pattern. Here is where some of the rules change. Traditional mahjong has a defined, simple way to make a winning hand. You can win by getting 3 identical tiles, like 3 sevens of bamboo, or a sequence of 3 in the same suit, like getting a 3, 4, and 5 of dots. This is good for beginners, but once you get the hang of it, it's easy. If you like a challenge, you can try American mahjong. In American mahjong, you can't assemble a winning hand from predictable, easy patterns. You have to follow a specific pattern printed on a card, and there's a new card every year. Those cards are mailed out every April. American mahjong players study them carefully so they know how to make a winning hand at their next game. When mahjong first arrived in the U.S., it took the country by storm. The actor Fred Astaire played, and President Warren G. Harding played it in the White House. But in subsequent decades, mahjong declined. It was kept alive in a relatively small community of Jewish women in New York. Today, though, mahjong is enjoying a resurgence in popularity. Eventbrite, the ticketing platform, said that mahjong events have more than tripled lately. Clubs have started in Berlin, Helsinki, London, Los Angeles, New York, Paris, San Francisco, Chicago, and Sydney. Most big cities have mahjong clubs, which meet in libraries, at restaurants, or in dedicated spaces. They're popular for group outings, bachelorette parties, or just people curious about the trend. The Green Tile Social Club in New York grew from 2 tables in 2022 to hosting over 700 people just a few years later. Some attendees had mahjong tile tattoos. The game has also been featured in pop culture. There's a pivotal mahjong scene in the 2018 movie Crazy Rich Asians. It's also a regular plot device in Japanese and Korean cinema. Celebrities like Julia Roberts, the comedian Mindy Kaling, and Meghan Markle all play. Games take between 1 and 3 hours. Players say they like the mix of strategy and luck, and plenty of time for chatting in between hands. App stores are also filled with mahjong apps and derivative games. There are many more online variations than in-person ones. Mahjong has a hint of glamour, but it doesn't have to be expensive. You just need a set of tiles, which can be cheap, and a table for 4. But if you love mahjong, you can go all out. Luxury tile sets can run into the thousands of dollars. Hermes and Louis Vuitton both sell mahjong sets. A basic table might be $100, but dedicated wood mahjong tables can be several hundred. There are even automatic tables, which shuffle and distribute the tiles mechanically. They can be over $1,000. If you want to learn how to play, there are hundreds of tutorials on YouTube. Just be careful. There are dozens of versions, each with slightly different rules, scoring, and tile designs. There was outrage, mahjong outrage, last April, a year ago. Remember, to win at the American version of mahjong, you need to follow one of the predefined patterns, and the patterns change each year when a new card is released. Well, last year, the card contained a misprint. The image of a winning hand didn't match the text description below. So players of American-style mahjong didn't know which was the correct hand, the one from the image or the one from the text. The National Mahjong League had to reprint the cards and mail them out later in the spring. The misprint made national news. I have never played mahjong, but maybe I'll have to investigate. Maybe I'll convince JR to find a few friends so we can try mahjong together. There are places in Chicago to play, including some mahjong academies and schools. You never know, maybe the update episode we do in the fall will have some news from us on mahjong. Well, that's all for this episode of Plain English. This was episode 855, so the full episode is at plainenglish.com/855. See you on Thursday for an expression and Monday for a new story. Listen up if you speak Spanish, Portuguese, Chinese, German, French, Italian, Japanese, Polish, or Turkish. One of the most frustrating things about listening and reading in a second language is being confused by unfamiliar words or phrases. When you listen to plain English, or when you read the transcript, you probably encounter some words you don't know. When that happens, you have a few options. You can stop the audio, go look up the definition, then return to the episode, find your place, and press play again, but that's exhausting. Or you can just skip it and be confused. That's no fun either. But what if you could see the translation of the word into your language instantly without having to stop the audio, without having to look anything up? Well, you can at plainenglish.com. For each episode, we translate about 100 words and phrases from English to 9 languages: Spanish, Portuguese, Chinese, German, French, Italian, Japanese, Polish, and Turkish. And we highlight those words in blue. All you have to do is hover your mouse over the highlighted word and you'll see the translation instantly. It works great on mobile too. It really makes listening a lot more satisfying, and it's a great way to expand your vocabulary in English. The best way to see these translations is to sign up for a free 14-day trial at plainenglish.com. During your trial, you can read as many transcripts as you like, all with the translations into your language. So sign up for your free trial today at plainenglish.com.